What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today it's been Monday the 28th of May. And I want to start the video off by apologising because I did say there'd be a transfer video on Sunday and obviously there wasn't. And the reason for that is quite simple. After losing the Champions League final, as you can imagine, I wasn't in the best of moods. It's a tough one to take because the salary injury, the careless mistakes, but overall, I'm still very proud of the team because we got to the Champions League final anyway, and for most of the game, we gave Real Madrid a very good match. It will take some time to get over the result, but hopefully now as a team, we're moving on and again heading in the right direction. But we're not here to talk about it today, we're here to talk about transfers. So just before we get started, if you enjoyed the video and enjoyed transfers, make sure to show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive and alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed my previous video, down below in the description box, every day now, obviously yes there's like a one-off, every day at 8 AM is a transfer video. If there's a second upload, that'll be 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, who's your favourite footballer of all time? Right, let's move on to confirmed deals then, and the very first player is a silver Dutch left back by the name of Dykes, and yesterday he joined Bologna from Ajax on a free transfer. Then we've got an Arsenal player, but the Japanese international Asano, who they signed back in 2016, and a couple of days ago he went back out on loan before I think it was a 2-year loan spell to Stuttgart in the Bundesliga, and now has gone to Hanover, again from Arsenal, and the loan fee is £900,000. Another player going from the Prem to the Bundesliga on loan is going to be a former Tottenham defender, being Kevin Wimmer. He only joined Stoke 1 year ago for quite a big fee, and they really didn't play out too well, and yesterday he went to Hanover as well on loan for the rest of the season. And they did have to pay a loan fee of over £1 million, so potentially there could be an option to buy. Then we've got a Croatian left midfielder called Orsic going to Dinamo Zagreb, who aren't on FIFA Ultimate Team at the moment, and the team he's joined them from is Ulsan Hyundai. And the final two confirmed ones today are going to two Argentinian players. The first one is a centre-back called Conti. He joined Benfica yesterday from a team called Colón for £3.15 million, and he did get an upgrade on Ultimate Team to a 77, so that's for a decent season. And then we've got a bit of an update again regarding Martinez going to Inter Milan from Racing. So the fee now apparently is £20.7 million, so probably around €22 million. And looking at his upgrade on head-to-head at the moment, he's 76 rated, he's now got 83 pace, 74 shooting, 59 passing, 76 dribbling, 30 defending, and it's 77 physical. 4-star skill means 4-star weak for a good amount of strength and potentially the start of FIFA 19. He may be a good option for cheap teams. And now we're going to move on to potential deals then. The very first one's a manager linked to Chelsea. So according to Sky Italy today, Chelsea have a general agreement with Sarri via his representatives to take over if Antonio Conte leaves his role as manager of Chelsea. Now it's not really breaking news because this one's been going on for like a couple of weeks now, and despite Antonio Conte winning the FA Cup, his future is still very much in doubt. Some of the works of Sky did tweet that Sarri has been offered around €5 million or £5 million per year to go to Chelsea, and no longer being the Napoli manager and turning down Zenit St. Petersburg along the way, I think Chelsea will be his next destination. And tying into this one, in fact, according to Tuttosport, they have reiterated that manager Mauricio Sarri wants to reunite with Juventus striker Gonzalo Higuain and bring him to Stamford Bridge, and that's once he is appointed as manager, of course. And if Chelsea were to bring in Higuain, it would cost them a lot of money, but on the other hand, they have got the money to spend, and I imagine it also confirm the exit of potentially Batshuayi and most definitely Morata. And even if they couldn't afford him straight up, they could just sell Morata again and pretty much get all the funds available to them. And now moving on to one according to the Daily Record today, Swansea striker Jordan Ayew, who is 28 years old right now, is attracting interest from Celtic, according to a close friend of the forward. And with Swansea getting relegated alongside West Brom and also Stoke City, I'm pretty certain every player, or most of the very good players in their team, or good players in their team, have got relegation clauses. I don't know how much Ayew's would be, but I'd imagine that Celtic would happily match it. Now we got on to Kennedy then, the Chelsea player who spent last season out loan or second half of last season all into Newcastle United. According to Goal.com, Arsenal face competition from Leipzig to sign Chelsea's Brazilian winger, Kennedy. Now with Newcastle also interested on a permanent basis, it depends on whether Newcastle can somehow convince him because Leipzig have got a very good project going on, Arsenal got a new manager in, and I think before I've seen like Bayern Munich, PSG, he's very much a wanted player. And now we've got Lichtsteiner linked to Arsenal again, and I imagine like very soon this could be a confirmed deal anyway, but according to the Evening Standard, Lichtsteiner is set to join Arsenal on a free transfer as new manager Unai Emery's first major signing. I can't see him being a starter being like 34 years old, and I imagine I do prefer Hector Bellerin, but along with being a good backup player and like adding cover to the squad, he brings a lot of experience. And now another Arsenal rumour, this time according to Sport Express then, Arsenal have held talks with the agent of Leipzig Swedish winger Emil Forsberg, but the Bundesliga side wants to offer 26-year-old a new contract. You go back 12 months ago to last summer, he was linked to Arsenal back then as well, and very recently, in fact, last like 2 or 3 weeks, he's linked to AC Milan. And whether or not he signs a new deal with Leipzig, we'll have to wait and see, but with teams like Arsenal and AC Milan interested, I imagine he's also interested in leaving. And now move on to a couple of rumours from Manchester City, and the very first one is according to Manchester Evening News. Man City want to sign 26-year-old Italian midfielder Jorginho from Napoli, Algerian winger Riyad Mahrez, and Bayer Leverkusen's forward Leon Bailey. It does seem like they're the 3 main targets for City this summer, and with the depth they've already got, the quality they've already got, adding Bailey, Jorginho and Mahrez is pretty crazy. I mean, who knows, Pep may want to break his record again of 100 points next season with City and get like 101. And the other City rumour today is according to Mundo Deportivo, and it said Man City are willing to offer Real Madrid €70 million, or £70 million should I say, for out of favour midfielder Isco. Now, most of the British reporters are saying that Isco isn't the main target for City. In fact, it does seem they're prioritising Mahrez from Leicester, and that'll cost like £75 million. So, Mundo Deportivo said Isco, and to be fair, it's not the first time he's willing to move to City anyway, because back in 2012, I think it was, just before joining Real Madrid, he's into City back then. And now moving on to the next page, and the very first one is according to a report in France from Nice Matin, saying that AS Monaco are weighing up a move for Manchester United's left back, Luke Shaw. And Luke Shaw's time at United has been quite a strange one, because you go back to when he first joined them from Southampton. Back then, I think it's like 18 years old or something, and he cost them 30 mil, which again, a couple seasons ago, that was considered a lot of money. Of course, 30 mil is still a lot of money, but in regards to like a transfer fee, nowadays at least 30 mil, you see a lot of them types of transfers going ahead, whereas back then, it wasn't really that often. But yeah, since joining them, it's not really been too great for him for most of it. Had some horrific injuries on the way, and his form, sometimes he plays really well, and other times he may play well, but gets thrown under the bus by Mourinho. He is currently playing a backup role to Ashley Young, and with a link to Alexandra and players like that, I imagine they're still looking for a left back. And if they are, it probably does mean the end of Luke Shaw at Manchester United, and Monaco, it's not a bad option for him. And another United left back this time is going to be Darmian, and this one's according to Mail on Sunday. Juventus are hopeful of securing an £11.5 million deal with United for out-of-favour defender Darmian. And now the next 2 rumours are according to Tuttosport. The very first one is about Atletico Madrid. They're saying that Atletico are now looking at bringing in Morata and are willing to offer the asked fee of around €60 million. It would be considered quite a controversial one because he played for Real Madrid for a while, and I think he played for their youth team as well. But going to Atletico, the potential departure of Griezmann, it could be his replacement. And there have been quite a few transfers regarding Chelsea and Atletico in the past. Obviously, recently has been Diego Costa going to Chelsea and back to Atletico. You have Felipe Luis in there, and I think Thiago as well back in the day. I even forgot one of the main ones being Courtois. He was on loan to Atletico for like 2 whole seasons. And the other Tuttosport rumour is saying Juventus have turned their attention away from Chelsea's Morata because of high wage demands, and now moving on to Anthony Martial from Manchester United. His current deal with the club does expire at the end of next season. And losing Martial, in my opinion, would be a massive loss for United because he's a great talent. I said before, I do rate him a lot. Just he doesn't get too much game time or too many opportunities like when he needs it. But if he starts week in, week out, I think he'll be a fantastic player in the future. And now moving on to the next page, and the very first player is going to be Alisson, the goalkeeper from Roma in Italy. According to Sky Italy today, Real Madrid will try to sign David De Gea from Manchester United again this summer, but if that does fail, they will offer €70 million for the Roma goalkeeper Alisson. He is regarded as the best Brazilian goalkeeper, at least by a Brazilian national manager, as is the #1 goalkeeper choice. It's understandable why as well, because he's backed up by having a fantastic season for Roma, not just in the league either, being great in the Champions League. And so far, leading up to the transfer window itself, he's been linked to Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool. And now we've got to the man of the match from the Liverpool vs Real Madrid Champions League final, being Gareth Bale. So after winning the Champions League itself on the Saturday night, he spoke to BT Sport and did say, "I need to be playing week in, week out. That hasn't happened this season. I have to sit down in the summer and discuss it with my agent." And the rumours to United have been going on for a long time now, and in fact Manchester Evening News have said the United started discussing a summer move for Gareth Bale back in December. If he was to go to United, I'm not sure how Tottenham fans would really react to it. Obviously United fans would be absolutely buzzing because he's a great player, just the only thing about him is that injury record. But then again, he can come off the bench in the Champions League final like he did on Saturday, and one of his first touches in fact, score a bicycle kick, which is considered one of the best ever, if not the best ever, Champions League final goal. Obviously I was very disappointed about the first and third goal we conceded against Real Madrid, but the second one, bicycle from Bale, you can't fault that. And it wasn't just Bale speaking about his future just after winning the Champions League. In fact, Cristiano Ronaldo, he done it again. So talking about his future, he did say, "Playing for Real Madrid has been beautiful. In the coming days, I'll let the fans know." Then a couple of hours after he said that, he did say the quotes may have been taken out of context slightly, and he shouldn't have actually said what he did. And it didn't go down too well either with Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid president, because he did say, "I want to remind Cristiano that the team is superior to all players. I'm not going to get into personal matters and draw attention elsewhere. Now it's time to celebrate." And Sky Sports then did say Cristiano Ronaldo is not unhappy at Real Madrid. He's unhappy with how much he's getting paid at Real Madrid. He's on £350,000 a week, and in comparison, Neymar's on £600k and Messi apparently £750. It does seem like a very odd thing to say just after winning the third Champions League in a row, like talking about your future, but when they were parading the trophy in Madrid last night, on Sunday night, he did say "see you next year" to the fans. And potentially the quotes he did say before were to try and get a new deal with Real Madrid, and it wouldn't be the first time either. And the very last one on this page is according to ESPN Brazil, so a very short one as well, saying that PSG forward Neymar has reiterated his desire one day to play under Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola. He was very close to being managed by Pep, I think like the season after in fact, and when Pep went to Bayern, that's when Neymar joined. And the final one is a very short one again, this time according to Calcio Mercato. Juve have contacted Atletico Madrid about the possibility to sign Uruguay defender Diego Godin. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating. It'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed my previous video, it's down below in the description box. And the schedule right now is every single day at 8 AM as a transfer video. If it's a second upload, that'd be 9 PM. And in the comment section below, who's your favourite footballer of all time? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.